hilarious. I was the wrong way round, so you couldn't see me. I'm just surprising you on YouTube. It's Andrea Foulkes. I do past life regression, inner child healing, ancestral timeline healing, and it is feeling intense energies today. It's 8:30, and do you know what? I don't even know the date. All I know is the 21st of August, which is Wednesday. So we're going to work it back. It's either the 18th or the 19th. It's my dad's 98th birthday. So thank you for joining me on a live. How are you feeling these cosmic energies? I'm on the edge of Glastonbury. If I look out of my window now, I can see Glastonbury tour, but if I move this camera, I have a feeling you're not going to be able to see Glastonbury tour. So these energies coming in right now are so powerful, so like, wiping you out to upgrade your energy. And I think the more you're able to connect in nature, really, really don't push yourself too hard to do anything just now. I think you really need to give yourself a break, relax, just be. I mean, even to set this up to speak to you now, I feel like I'm so tired I could fall asleep. I think that's the energy. And like I said, in the UK, it's 8:30 at night now. So I don't know if you want to post a comment. I don't know where you are in the world. If you have any questions to ask me, remember, I have a beautiful event coming up next weekend at the Chalice Well in the UK called Karmic to Cosmic. We'll be doing lots of guided journey work, looking at our emotional healing, clearing out our backlog in a group energy setting. But we also have a little bit of time I share with you on an individual level, and I bring through a light language code for you, just specifically for you on that day. And we're being held in the beautiful energies of the Chalice Well Gardens. So if you have a question right now on this live, because I normally do this on my computer, I'm actually doing it on my phone. I'm not really sure where the comments section is. So I can see a couple of you, 3 of you have joined me now. So thank you. Let me know where you are in the world, and let me see if I can see the comments. I apologize if I disappear. I'm just going to share this to my Facebook if it'll go. So we'll just see if we can share that. It'd be great if I could share that with some of you. Just let me know where you are. Oh, Brazil. Hi, Daniela. Blessings to Brazil from Glastonbury. Have you been to Glastonbury, or do you know about Glastonbury? Have you heard of the magical energies of the heart chakra? Many believe that Glastonbury is the heart chakra of the world. I have been doing past life regression for 23 years, and in the past life regression I weave between past lives, inner child, ancestral. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put my glasses on to read that comment a little bit. Let's see. Hello, my spirit guides wanted me here. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here, Mother Mary, and you're in Luton. Yay! So that's great. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you for saying I have a lovely, nice accent, and you're from India. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, like I was saying, I sing light language, I do guided meditations. I've used to work on TV in the UK, taking celebrities and members of the public back to past lives. If you scroll back to the beginning of my YouTube channel, you can see some of those past life regressions from my time regressing celebrities. I've had clients today in Glastonbury, regressing clients in, and I don't just do past lives, I weave between past lives, inner child, ancestral healing. And today the lady that came was seeing some past lives that were coming up that she needed to clear, but also some ancestral energies. And we brought forth all the ancestors to heal the emotional ancestral timeline as well, and some time from being in the womb. I had a client the other day and he had such a weird thing going on. He couldn't actually speak if he was standing up. He could only speak if he was laying down. And when I went into his emotional akashic records, there was quite a few things that was the cause of this. But the biggest thing was that he'd had a forceps delivery when he was born in this lifetime. And he needed to kind of reprogram his head, release the emotional trauma, probably craniosacral work, where you work on your head, and would really help that situation. So we're weaving into all these things. And I had a lady the other week, very heavy energies of clearing a soul connection. Just because we have a soul connection to somebody, it doesn't mean we need to be in a relationship with them. It doesn't mean we need to date them. Sometimes it's a very heavy energy and you just need to acknowledge that lifetime's over. You owe them nothing. You're not emotionally bound. And sometimes we're emotionally bound through negative emotions, through rage, anger, fear, retribution. We need to let all that go so we can be present in the now, karmic neutral. Because with these plasma energies coming in now to the earth, we're all kind of getting knocked out. And I live in the middle of nowhere near Glastonbury, and one of my neighbours who looks like Merlin, it's quite funny, he's got long white hair, and I just went for a walk for like an hour, and every day it's only him I see, and he's quite spiritual. And not everybody nearby in our little hamlet area, if you know what a hamlet is, it's just a few houses, are as awake as him and I are. And the interesting thing is, if you're familiar with the work of Rupert Sheldrake, he wrote a lot of books on the morphogenetic field, which is our energy field. And so my neighbor, who looks like Merlin, was saying, oh, we're the only ones in this morphogenetic field. And that's what it feels like. We are the only ones in our little area of the morphogenetic field. Nobody else is existing. So you can have that even when you go into a cafe, a restaurant, say you're on your own, more often than not, if you're with a friend, and you're talking about all spiritual stuff, you sometimes feel like the waiter or the waitress doesn't see you. And that's if their consciousness is lower than yours. If it's on the same reality, of course they'll see you. But sometimes if they're in, I hate the word lower, but it's a different frequency, more of a third dimensional reality, you'll feel like you're being ignored, but you're not being ignored. You, as the higher vibrational consciousness, have to put yourself into those people's reality to be able to see and to be acknowledged. Otherwise, it's like you're invisible. I don't know if some of you have had that experience. So yes, oh, thank you. Somebody saying I've just had my hair cut the other day. Yeah, it's very gossamer shiny. Thank you. So yes, let me see what else everyone's saying. Oh, some lovely compliments there. Thank you so much. But yes, do you have any questions about spiritual things, or are you just random people, not necessarily on a spiritual path? Are you aware? Are you my subscribers, or are you just popped by? Did you just see a live and you just joined? Let me know where what your background is, where you're from. Are you on a spiritual path? I deal a lot with entities attaching to people. That's a big thing that I deal with. And some of you from India, and I know that in India you're very aware about entities. A lot of clients that I have from India are Sikhs. The Sikh community come to see me a lot for my regression sessions dealing with lower astral realm beings, and they always attach to you, linked to emotional trauma. And sometimes in our emotions, people are always surprised at this, sometimes you have to be not too much gratitude. Everything is about balance. Rage and anger isn't good, but overwhelmingly gratitude can bring in energies of other people. So you really want to stay in a balanced energy. And so I just wanted to share a little hello, because I haven't done a live for a while. I do a lot of lives on Facebook, but not on YouTube for a while. Oh, okay, Fatima, so I just popped up. Okay. And are you aware of your multidimensional self? Do you work with star beings? Or have you seen past lives? Have you done inner child work or ancestral work? Let me know about that. I've probably, without bragging, and I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but I think because I worked on TV doing past lives, in the UK from 2004 to 2007 on a TV show called This Morning, and another show called Vibe in Here before. I think probably, because I've done this everyday regression and into what I call the emotional Akashic records, so I can read the emotional Akashic records. So that's going back to the origin of emotional trauma that you hold, and going in there and then guiding you into where it's stored in your body and clearing it. And I also sing light language. Yes, my ancestors are twin soul descendants. Oh, okay, that's very interesting. Okay. So yeah, I maybe see twin soul slightly differently, maybe. And yes, but everybody comes to it from a different perspective, maybe slightly. So I have seen, when you're talking about twin souls, I have had a client once where she felt that something about her birth was unusual. And when I tuned in, I saw that she was meant to be a twin, but the twin had left before it was born. So, and I saw that the twin had gone somewhere else in her family. And was born around the same time she was born. And shockingly, her father had actually got two separate women pregnant at the same time. So although we might judge sometimes from a religious and a moralistic viewpoint, sometimes the truth of what is slightly different. So this twin that was meant to be with her in her mother's womb had chosen to go to another lady, but be born into the same family. So, you know, sometimes we have to stand back our judgment, you know, because we can be very judgmental. So releasing all that, and let me just see what else anybody's saying. Oh, someone's asking where I live. If you listen to this back, I have spoken that I live in the UK. I live near Glastonbury, our very spiritual centre near Glastonbury Tor. I'm about, I can still see it now, I'm about 10 minutes drive from Glastonbury town centre. If you look up Glastonbury, it's a very powerful place if you're not aware of it. So let's just see if anybody else has got any other questions. Let's see. I'm not seeing any just now. So, have you seen your past lives? You know, have you tuned into them? Have you healed? You know, you can heal your body. My biggest thing about the work that I do is to go in to heal your emotional selves. And if we heal our emotional selves, our physical selves will heal. You know, that's part of the journey. I mean, probably, you know, the biggest percentage of us is woven into emotional trauma, you know, and we carry things through ancestral timelines, and we have to heal those ancestral timelines as well. And what's this? Oh, Easter before last. Oh, okay. You've been awake just a year. Wow, how's that going? I did have an experience with Mother Mary myself, and I had my awakening about 23 years ago. My maybe description of it might be slightly different. I think these more ascended master energies can come in, and then you can start to embody more of your ascended self. So it might look like they leave and they're not working with you because you're embodying that frequency. And many of us now are going into our galactic selves. So I hold a lot of Pleiadian energy. If some of you work with the Pleiadians, Venusian, Syrian, Andromedan, Arcturian, you know, I sing light language. I don't know if you're familiar with light language. I'll sing you a little light language now. So maybe or just close your eyes a second and let this sound frequency healing wash over you. So just closing your eyes. It'll be about a minute transmission. Okay, so just let this sound ripple over your body. So kamakuya, Elara takamakiana, Ishamakiana, Urumakiana, Kiana Tasamakuya. And breathing out. Breathing out. Let me know where those sound frequencies worked in your body and how you've experienced them. So let me just read these comments again. Oh gosh, sorry to hear that you've nearly had an accident. Wow. Well done. You're still here, Sarah. So many blessings. Well, Bihar, although you don't speak English, I'm so sure the light language was powerful, because sound frequency healing goes beyond the human, languages of our countries and speaks to our soul. These sound frequencies that I sing go into us and open dormant DNA codes, bring in knowledge and wisdom that's stored inside us that needs awakening. So we don't need to speak the language of each other to understand that, because it goes beyond all that. It's a collective language of love of the heart. So we meet in that sacred space in the heart. So I just wanted to speak this evening to remind you, those of you who live in the UK or who are in Europe and want to join me in Glastonbury in a magical place called the Chalice Well next weekend. I have a workshop if you go on my website, which is andreafoulkes.com. If you look on my channel, you'll see my website, andreafoulkes.com. I'm running a fabulous all-day workshop next weekend, lots of guided journeys, lots of healing, lots of learning how to really honor our intuition and develop ourselves, lots of light language codes in the sacred magical gardens of the Chalice Well, where healing holy waters flow. So we have the divine feminine water running through the Chalice Well, and across the road we have another spring water, the male spring. So it's a very powerful place, a very magical garden. If you've never heard of the Chalice Well, do look that up and have a look at my website to see the work I do, and do look at the rest of my YouTube channel if you've just happened to pass by and find me and what I do. I love helping people heal deep emotional trauma and seeing their physical body and their mental health improve as the byproduct of all this. But you have to be so gentle with yourselves right now with these collective powerful energies that are coming into the earth. So I'm just going to have a little read, see what other little messages anybody's saying. Oh, thank you, Andrew. You enjoyed the light language. Yes, I have. They're sophophonic frequencies. So when I speak the light language, which is the other languages from other times and places, but our soul recognizes, that's different to the high frequencies that I do. They're called sophophonic frequencies. So I have the ability to do sophophonic frequencies. So they will sort of ripple things throughout your body. So there we go. Thank you all for joining me. This is only a small little live, but if you love all my videos, got a lot of sharing on there about past lives and regression, and I'm very experienced in that and helping you heal, and the good thing is, what we see in past life regression, which is truly humbling and equaling to us all, is that we can be any color of skin, any socioeconomic background, any religion, atheist, no religion. We've been it all in the totality of our soul's experience. We've been all these things. So when we all wars, I think, would end if we just saw that we've been everyone and everything. We've been male, female, animals, galactic beings. We've been all these things. And so we have to return to love. We have to return to the heart. And any of you who are aware of a lady called Kerry Cassidy, I'm speaking at her conference at the end of August. And so just mentioning that as well. And oh, someone's saying it's, wow, really late in India. Wow. Well, you have a beautiful sleep in India, because it sounds like it's probably time for you to go into the dream realms. And remember, sometimes people, my clients, tell me that I work with them in dream time. I have no conscious memory of working with people in dream time. But before you go to sleep, always set your intention, so that you're only willing to go where is benevolent in dream time for your soul's highest purpose. Although you're listening to me through technology right now, I would suggest turning off the Wi-Fi in your house for a better dream time into the astral planes, so you have a much more benevolent sleep for your soul at night, because technology interferes with us on the astral plane. So we don't want to be corrupted into that. We'll turn our phones off, turn off technology. If you have an earthing blanket, sleep on an earthing blanket. It's great if you live in a country where you can be in nature outside. And it's been a beautiful summer in the UK, so we've had a wonderful time here. But these galactic plasma energies are very powerful that are coming in right now. So just be gentle with yourself when that happens. So thank you all for joining me now. Do look at all my other stuff. I am on Facebook as well, and you've got my website if you want a free meditation. There's one on my newsletter on andreafoulkes.com there. So much love, many blessings, and I will see you all again in some divine timing. So thank you for joining me this evening. Much love and many blessings. And let me just read your messages before I go. Oh, bless you. You've been lucid dreaming. Now, I must mention that because you've said you're registered blind. I think a lot of blind people can feel colour. Are you aware of being able to feel the vibration of colour with your hands? I've heard that that's possible. So I think that when certain sensory parts of us get shut down, other ones heighten. So, you must have amazing intuition and sensory skills. So, thank you for saying that. So you do agree. Oh, bless you. So I send you so much love, all of you, and many blessings for now. And thank you for joining me. Much love, many blessings for now.